Hello again. Today we are talking about the story of Jacob, or how FMs go broke.
Jacob had been appointed CEO to help rescue a national chain of retail outlets that comprised 280 shops. The shops had been the brainchild of a visionary individual who, concerned and fascinated by the environmental issues confronting the planet, had created a shopping experience to highlight and educate children about nature and its fragility. The shops were beautiful, informative, and full of gifts and educational toys concerning the earth, the environment, animals, and plants. They were located in high-end and high-traffic malls, including the Mall of America, the largest mall in the USA, and offered and delivered a true shopping experience. The visionary founder of the company had been pushed out by a shareholders' appointed board. He was too uncompromising about the philosophy behind the shops. The merchandise was deemed too expensive, the products offered for sale were often developed in-house, and the shareholders complained about low profit margins and inadequate return on investment. After a prolonged fight, the founder was ousted and Jacob, the CFO, who had had a major role undermining him, was offered his job. Jacob's first priority was to restore the profitability of the stores by cutting costs. He achieved it by targeting two areas: merchandising and personnel. In regards to merchandise, he stopped the development and manufacture of original toys and educational materials and the purchase of high-end products. Instead, Jacob went personally to China and to other low-cost countries to source cheap and ready-made merchandise that could be sold in their place. In regards to personnel, the changes were equally profound. The R&D team that had been assembled by the founder to develop toys and educational materials, and that was still loyal to his vision, was eliminated. Of greater consequence, however, was the elimination of the well-educated sales personnel that had helped parents and children understand the products on offer in the shops. Gone were the ex-primary school teachers and the biology students, replaced by the $7 per hour teenagers whose previous job experience may have been a fast food outlet.
Thank you, Martha. In 1 year, the once unique shops were selling generic nature-related items and were competing with a national chain of discovery shops offering the same fare, the same service at the same price and in the same malls. But the Discovery stores had television backing and an advantage in purchasing due to its size, and it trounced Jacob's company. Jacob closed 100 stores to try to stay afloat, but shortly after the company went out of business, without a single soul mourning its demise.
Needless to say, Jacob, the financial manager, had led the once successful chain to bankruptcy.